Hello, everybody. I've received many calls regarding the Chevelle, asking, "Hey, what comes with the Chevelle?" So I'm just going to put this together real quick and give you guys a quick idea of what comes with it. All right, quickly, the material you see right here is the bright work. Majority of it is stainless. There is some minor dents and dings in some of it, but most of it is available if you can't repair it. But it'll polish up well, and there's all the bright work. We should be in good shape there. Here we have an OEM rear bumper that has been chromed, as well as we have a new front bumper that there is a OEM, excuse me, it's a knockoff, I should say, but it is in very good shape. New chrome, a new grill. I have all the chrome work for it. 14-inch wheels that are period correct. They've been painted black. Just have to lay in the silver, and they'll be looking pretty good, just like out of the factory. Moving along here, here's the air moving stuff for the heater that does all the magic under the dash to get the heat where it needs to be. As you can see, we do have multiple parts. Again, I've had donor car involved in this, so you will find some multiple parts in this whole schmaz here, if you will. We have a new battery, I guess, table or whatever you want to call it, rack that holds it in the vehicle. It is not air-conditioned car. It's not air-conditioned. So if you want to do air conditioning, now would be the time to consider, converting it. Here we have some of the chrome work again, the bright stuff, the cool stuff on the outside, the bling. We got some cups for the lights, along with the bezels. The bezels are in really good shape. They're just dirty right now. They got to be cleaned up. We do have the brand new inlets for the hood scoops, I guess, or whatever you want to call those, hood vents. We have the rear bright work around the taillights, new lenses. We also have OEM, well, these are knockoffs, I should say, but OEM-like mirrors, front, right front, and left front. There's that SS badge for the new grill. We also have some seals in chrome work that goes around the doors. Brand new. Pride sealing. We have also from Quality Classic Restoration Parts, we have a new dash panel. It's brand new, black, matches the vehicle. Moving along here, we have all new kick panels for the doors and the rear seats. It's all right there. We do have the sun visors, but they're in poor shape. You could probably have to do something with those. Moving along, the rear seats have been recovered already, but we had it sitting so long as they're dusty and dirty, just need to be cleaned up. Those are good to go. Right here we have new foam padding for the front buckets. We have a set for the right and left that includes foam for the right and left, and as well as covers for the seats. New vinyl covers, and those are good to go. We have one plastic. I'm not sure how we did this, but one plastic and a friend-a-well. And here that would be the firewall insulation. Brand new packet. Moving along, I'm going to go to the smorgasbord here. Comes with an M20 transmission. This is not a 69 version. I believe it's a 68, and we believe it came out of a Corvette. So it is correct being an M20, but it's not, of course, it's not a 69, so not going to pretend it is. Back there you'll see a drive shaft. That is the drive shaft for the SS. It had the stripes like it came out of the factory. We're on there. We have record of that. We have some mystery heads, as we call them, because we had a few donors come through again, and I'm not even sure what those heads are, but we'll throw those in. Moving along, a couple carburetors there, Rochester Holly. We'll throw those in. Again, I think maybe that one right there may have been period correct. It may go with the vehicle, but we're not sure, but we're not going to use that. And also there's some other miscellaneous components and parts. Also, I'm going to go up top here. You can see up top we have the bucket seats. We have one that's already torn down. course, we have one there that's still full up. We utilize those parts down there, right there, and make it look pretty. And right here I have glass. I have 2 sets of rear glass as far as the rear doors. Well, the rear seat glass, I should say. And 1 set of the front. Now, they're in various different conditions, so you may need to go through those and do what you want, do what you will with it. But I believe if I were going to continue this project, I probably would just replace all the glass, because the car kind of like that nice. You don't want to put all pitted glass in there. But that's me. Oh, coming down now here, I do have 2 sets of rear glass for the rear. There's one there, and there's one in there with all the goo still on it. So we have 2 sets of those. Moving along, here's some miscellaneous stuff. All right. And there's A-pillars. You're going to need A-pillar pads. You're going to need those. We have side markers. They're in very good shape. Those are excellent shape. The front dash, speedometer, and gauges and things of that nature. It's generally in good shape. Needs a good cleaning. Moving along to the dashboard, or instrument panel, I should say, itself. Now, I understand that OEM ones are hard to come by, all right? And my understanding is that this one here, yeah, she's beat a little bit, but she's actually not cracked. There's no cracks that I know of on here, so she's very much repairable, workable, and upgradable. My understanding is the key thing here is right here, the radio area. Normally it's all hacked out because people put some brand new and better stereos in there, put our super tuners in there and whatnot, and we all hacked them up when we were kids. And now come across one that's not hacked up, I guess, is hard to come by. But this one's in generally good shape. I do not have a wire harness for it. This is the original wire harness that came out of it. But a project like this, one would not want to put that all back in there. One would be best served getting a new harness complete. Moving along, there's additional parts. Here you'll see that's those 3 pieces right there. Go on that front grille we saw over there by the bumpers. We got some, there's a parking brake or emergency brake, whatever you want to call it, parking brake. And let's move up here. And my son-in-law, him and I were working on this project, he and I. Anyways, he had the forethought and smarts to go ahead and buy all the master bolt kits, bolts, screws, washers, nuts, clips, etc. So that's what we have here. We got the full set of those. Also, he purchased a engine dress-up kit with the bolts that, for the valve cover. They're just stainless, regular stainless bolts, but they're clean bolts, brand new bolts, so you can dress up the engine properly. Again, they're not chrome, they're just stainless. But, so we got almost every bolt you need to put her back together, if you will. Now here's all the soft parts. Here's all the door seals, trunk seal, hood seals, seals for the rear tail lights, and so on. We have all the soft seals, so we're in good shape there. Those go with those other door seals that we saw earlier. That all ties in, so we should be able to seal the car up completely. We have a couple clutch assemblies. I think one's newer, the other one's used. There's the pedals. Now I understand this particular shifter is a Muncie, and there's something about it that I understand that people look after or trying to get a hold of that particular shifter. So you guys that really know Chevelles will be able to tell me why. But my son-in-law knows that, and I guess somebody keeps bugging him to buy it back. He bought it from somebody, and they didn't want to let it go, but they finally let it go. But now they want to buy it back, and he's not letting it go just yet. Okay, brake boost, gearbox with a rack, set of headers. Here are the heads that we're going to utilize with the project. We were going to utilize, and these heads we're going to set them out and just have them just reworked a little bit and just put back together. These heads with the combination of the crank and I believe will give us someplace around 10-to-1 compression, and then also give you some cam information here in a minute. Moving along, this is the interior glove compartment box, as well as the Center console needs a little work, little beat, but she's all there. So that's what we got. Somebody else did some customizing, who knows. Here you go, Chevy. Probably back in, who knows, early 70s, I'm sure. Window regulators, front and rear. We got doubles on some of these items. Miscellaneous stuff. Moving along here, we have more miscellaneous stuff. We have a radiator here. Didn't come with the vehicle, but it came with the vehicle, yes, but it's not the proper radiator for the vehicle. We have more sound deadening material there. Here's what we have for the engine in general. Edelbrock Performer RPM, intake manifold aluminum. We have a matching carburetor that goes with it. I did the numbers. It's been so long ago, about 6-7 years ago. We did the numbers, and it sounds like that carburetor, that intake, with those heads and the crank that we have, pretty much say that we should get someplace around 400 horsepower, maybe a little more. But matter of tuning from there. HEI ignition, some covers, valve covers, and miscellaneous pulleys. All new components for so you can completely rebuild your engine. Piston rings, timing, lifters. We also have the bearings. Everything's been mic'd out. Don't ask me exactly how much it's ground over and all that, but at the time it was about, again, 6 years ago, but we had everything sized at the time, and so we should be good to go on that. Moving along, the camshaft, camshaft. It's a Engine Pro. There's the number. You can look it up and give you all the data on lift and duration and so on. And it's a little bit, it's like a medium cam. It's not crazy. It's not a mild cam, but again, it's not a crazy cam. It's an in-betweener. I forget these are what pros. Yeah, Speed Pro. Seal Power. Speed Pro. Brand new pistons. All right, and up here is the crank. I believe it is a forged crank. We had it ground and polished. It's been sitting for a while, so a little bit of surface rust, mild rust. But I believe everything's polishable, and some of it actually comes off with your fingernail. So that's the crank. We had it manufluxed. It's good to go. No cracks. Everything looks good in that. Moving along, I'm going to come over here to the engine. Just trying to get this done so it isn't so darn long. Excuse me, I got a cold here too. All right. The block's been boiled. It has been bored, honed. A little bit of rust back there, but nothing that can't be polished out there. Darn near took it out there with my finger, just rubbing it. New freeze plugs, and so on. So this is 69 correct as far as it is actually a service block from 1969. If you take all the information, you read it up, look it up, etc. It's a non-stamp block. It appears to be a service block from 1969. All right, so there's a Chevelle again. That pretty much tells you what we have. So if you're trying to figure out what we have and what we don't have, you kind of saw generally what we have here. One thing I do say, I do not have the headliner. We have to get a headliner for her too. So that's not there, and a few other things. So hopefully this will be helpful to a bunch of you folks asking, hey, what comes with the Chevelle? And that's it. You all have a good night and good day.